Once upon a time, in a small, picturesque town nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a boy named Max. He was 10 years old, with tousled brown hair, bright blue eyes, and a smile that could light up a room. He had an adventurous spirit and a heart full of curiosity. But the best part of Max's life was his loyal and loving dog, Buddy. Buddy was a golden retriever with a golden coat that gleamed in the sunlight. He had soulful brown eyes and a wagging tail that never seemed to stop. Buddy and Max were inseparable. They did everything together, from exploring the woods behind their house to playing fetch in the park. Buddy was not just a pet. He was Max's best friend, confidant, and partner in every adventure. One sunny morning, Max woke up with a sense of excitement bubbling inside him. It was the first day of summer vacation, and he had a whole 3 months of freedom ahead of him. As he looked out the window, he saw Buddy chasing butterflies in the backyard. Max quickly got dressed, grabbed his favorite baseball cap, and ran downstairs. "Morning, Mom." "Morning, Dad," Max called out as he dashed into the kitchen where his parents were having breakfast. "Good morning, Max," his mom replied with a smile. "What are you and Buddy planning to do today?" Max's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Buddy and I are going on an adventure. We're going to explore the old forest by the river." Max's dad looked up from his newspaper and raised an eyebrow. "The old forest, huh? Just be careful, Max. That place can be tricky to navigate." "Don't worry, Dad. Buddy and I will stick together," Max assured him. After a hearty breakfast, Max grabbed his backpack, filled it with some snacks, a water bottle, a flashlight, and a map of the area. He whistled for Buddy, and the two of them set off towards the old forest, their spirits high with anticipation. The forest was a magical place, filled with towering trees, chirping birds, and the gentle rustling of leaves in a breeze. Max and Buddy followed a narrow, winding path that led deeper into the woods. They marveled at the beauty around them, from the colorful wildflowers that dotted the forest floor to the squirrels that darted up the trees. As they walked, Max and Buddy discovered a hidden clearing with a sparkling pond in the center. The water was crystal clear, and Max could see fish swimming lazily beneath the surface. He and Buddy sat by the pond, enjoying the tranquility of the moment. Max tossed a stick into the water, and Buddy eagerly jumped in to retrieve it, splashing and wagging his tail with joy. After some time, Max pulled out the map from his backpack and spread it on the ground. He traced a finger along the path they had taken and noticed a spot marked Mystery Cave. "Hey, Buddy, look at this. There's a cave nearby. Do you want to check it out?" Max asked, his eyes gleaming with excitement. Buddy barked in agreement, and they set off in the direction of the cave. The path became narrower and more challenging, with overgrown bushes and fallen branches blocking their way. But Max and Buddy were determined, and they pressed on, helping each other over obstacles and laughing at their little mishaps. Finally, they reached the entrance of the cave. It was dark and mysterious, with shadows dancing on the walls. Max turned on his flashlight and took a deep breath. "Ready, Buddy?" he asked. Buddy wagged his tail and gave a reassuring bark. With Buddy by his side, Max felt brave and confident. They ventured into the cave, the beam of the flashlight cutting through the darkness. Inside, the cave was cool and damp, with stalactites hanging from the ceiling like ancient icicles. Max and Buddy explored every nook and cranny, discovering hidden chambers and fascinating rock formations. They even found a small underground stream that sparkled like diamonds in the flashlight's glow. As they continued their exploration, Max noticed something glinting in the distance. He and Buddy carefully made their way towards it, and to their amazement, they found a treasure chest half buried in the ground. "Wow, Buddy, look at this. We found a treasure," Max exclaimed, his heart pounding with excitement. With trembling hands, Max opened the chest. Inside, they found a collection of old coins, jewelry, and a dusty, leather-bound journal. Max picked up the journal and opened it. The pages were filled with handwritten notes and sketches, telling the story of a long-lost explorer who had discovered the cave many years ago. Max and Buddy sat down and began to read the journal together. The explorer had documented his adventures, the places he had been, and the treasures he had found. Max was fascinated by the stories and felt a deep connection to the explorer. It was as if they were kindred spirits, both driven by a thirst for adventure and discovery. As they read, Max realized that the journal also contained a map detailing a secret passage that led to another hidden chamber within the cave. With renewed excitement, Max and Buddy followed the map, navigating the twists and turns of the passage. Finally, they reached the hidden chamber. It was a breathtaking sight. The walls were adorned with sparkling crystals, and in the center of the room stood a pedestal with a magnificent golden statue of a mythical creature. The statue seemed to glow with an otherworldly light, casting a warm, golden hue over the chamber. Max and Buddy stood in awe, taking in the beauty of the hidden treasure. Max couldn't believe their luck. They had not only found a treasure chest, but also uncovered a hidden chamber filled with incredible wonders. As Max reached out to touch the statue, he heard a faint, echoing voice. It was the voice of the explorer, speaking to him through the journal. To the brave soul who discovers this chamber, I leave my legacy and my treasures. May you continue the spirit of adventure and exploration, and may you find joy in the wonders of the world. Max felt a sense of pride and responsibility. He knew that the explorer's legacy was now in his hands. He and Buddy spent the rest of the day exploring the chamber, marveling at the treasures and taking notes in the journal. As the sun began to set, Max and Buddy made their way back to the entrance of the cave. They stepped out into the fading light, their hearts full of memories and their spirits high with a sense of accomplishment. Max looked at Buddy and smiled. "We did it, Buddy. We found the treasure, and we uncovered the explorer's legacy. This has been the best adventure ever." Buddy barked happily and wagged his tail. Max and Buddy began their journey back home, the map and the journal tucked safely in Max's backpack. They walked through the forest, the stars starting to twinkle in the sky above. When they finally reached home, Max's parents were waiting for them on the porch, worried but relieved to see them safe. "Max, Buddy, where have you been? We've been so worried," Max's mom exclaimed, pulling him into a tight hug. Max grinned and held up the journal. "Mom, Dad, you won't believe what we found today. We went on the most amazing adventure and discovered a hidden treasure." Max's dad looked at the journal and the map with wide eyes. "A hidden treasure? That's incredible, Max." Max and Buddy spent the rest of the evening sharing their adventure with his parents, recounting every detail of the cave, the treasure chest, and the hidden chamber. His parents listened with amazement and pride, thrilled by Max's bravery and curiosity. That night, as Max lay in bed with Buddy curled up at his feet, he thought about the day's adventure. He realized that the true treasure was not the coins or the statue, but the memories he had made with Buddy. Max knew that with his loyal dog by his side, every day held the promise of a new adventure, and he couldn't wait to see what tomorrow would bring. And so, Max and Buddy's summer was filled with more adventures and discoveries. They explored the woods, mapped out new trails, and even uncovered a hidden waterfall. Max documented every adventure in the explorer's journal, adding his own notes and sketches to the pages. As the summer days turned into weeks, Max and Buddy became local legends. The townspeople would often see them setting off on another expedition, and they would smile and wave, knowing that Max and Buddy were out there, making new discoveries and living life to the fullest. One day, as summer was drawing to a close, Max received a letter in the mail. It was from a famous explorers society, inviting him to join their ranks and share his discoveries with the world. Max was overjoyed and couldn't wait to tell Buddy the news. "Buddy, can you believe it? We're going to be real explorers. We'll travel the world, discover new places, and share our adventures with everyone." Max exclaimed, hugging Buddy tightly. Buddy barked excitedly, as if he understood every word. Max knew that no matter where their adventures took them, Buddy would always be by his side, ready for the next journey. As Max and Buddy prepared for their new life as explorers, they knew that their bond was unbreakable. They had shared countless adventures, faced challenges together, and discovered the true meaning of friendship and loyalty. And so Max and Buddy set off on their next great adventure, their hearts full of excitement and their spirits soaring. They knew that with each other, there were no limits to what they could achieve, and that the world was full of endless possibilities. Then,
Subscribe for more.